And the question is, how do you plan on decreasing the unemployment rate without increasing the national deficit? This time we're going to start with
There's a high unemployment rate, and we would like to raise that, obviously. The most obvious answer would be to create more jobs.
We want to lower the unemployment rate, not raise it. As we've seen in the past 4 years, each year the national deficit has gone up by over $1 trillion, and it's projected to go over another $4 trillion if Lexi over here investing in education. There's no way of moving forward if we don't fix them.
My plan to increase the unemployment really stands on 3 grounds, because what we need is financial. I'm sorry.
I'm like both of my opponents. I just want to know. I want to decrease the unemployment.
Decreasing unemployment stands on 3 grounds, because what we need is to have businesses to hire current unemployed individuals, that will provide tax cuts to businesses that will have jobs. We'll give tax cuts with a purpose, as I've said before. We will make this a financial incentive. Additionally, we'll have also extend those tax cuts to any business, big or small.
The next subject is healthcare, and the question is, what are your views on government-funded healthcare programs, like Medicare and Medicaid?
So by managing it better, we'll be able to, there's 6 ways of preventing cost containment prevention methods. One of them is DRGs, diagnostic related groups, by bulking patients together based on their conditions and diseases. Medicare and Medicaid costs can both go down.
We are in full support of these programs because we believe they are beneficial to everyone at some point in your life. Hopefully everyone reaches the age when they're in their 70s, 80s, and they do need these programs for support.
To reform it, to take the burden off the government financially and put them, if there is some way through tax incentives, again, tax cut incentives, to the private sector, so that not as much pressure financially would fall on the government.
We're going to move on to our final question concerning foreign policy. What is your view towards outsourcing to other countries like China and our dependency on international resources? We're going to start with Anish.
We'll have tax cuts for small businesses to provide the incentive to employ new workers and also create and inadvertently create new jobs.
We need to focus on ourselves first and keep our jobs here and help our economy first. But at the same time, we want to keep free trade with China because they are a very important source to us, but we should not be manipulated or controlled by them. We would like to lower the prices for us.
Program and into giving businesses of all sizes tax cuts if they hire within America, if they use products made within America.
We have time for closing statements, and we're going to start with Jasper on this one.
Okay, so my plans focus mainly on the economy and the unemployment issues that face this country today. So if I want to attack this problem head on, and you can see, my fellow Americans, voters.
In a few days, America, you will get the chance to vote. In the end, the choice will be yours, but the choice is clear. Do you want to go back to the policies of the past several decades? The bickering politics in Washington, where both sides seem to never come to consensus, or do you want to move forward in the direction where the third party finally has an opportunity to vote for your Freedom Party? We look to move forward from the past bickering and the past ways. In the end, we don't look at America as the red states and blue states. In the end, we're all white states.
I just wanted to thank you all again for being here, and I wanted to leave you guys with 6 points for the Democrats. If we're elected, we plan on making the nation a more fair place for everyone, not just a select group. And wanted to remind you that our strongest belief is in the advancement of education, lowering tuition costs, and increasing federal grants. We want to protect our borders and keep our jobs within and focus on our country. We don't want to take care of the wealthy, we want to take care of the entire nation. And then if there's an issue, we just wanted to remind you that we're going to remain completely accessible through local representatives and that we want to give the people what they want.